Hello, welcome back to Cinderella Math. Today I'll be doing some problems with simplifying radicals with variables. So this I would classify as like an Algebra 2 topic. You could go into pre-calc even, or even a college algebra if you're taking that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'll just be writing the examples. I'm going to do square roots and cube roots. I don't think I'm going to go bigger than cubes. Okay. So yep, here we go. I'm going to start with square roots and then we'll hit the cubes toward the end of the video. Feel free to fast forward, whatever you need to do. Here's example 1. Ooh, that's large. Okay. We have square root 216v. All right, I break down my square roots by doing a factor tree until I get them all prime. There are other ways to do this. You do whatever works for you, but I like to do a tree. It does take a minute, but it does work. So 216 is even, so I'm going to divide it by 2, which is 108, which is still even. So I'm going to divide that by 2, which is 54. And then we know from our times tables that 54 is 9 times 6, 3, 3, 3, 2. And then now only looking at the primes. For square roots, you're looking for partners. So I see a partnership of 2 and a partnership of 3. The partners pop out. So a 2 is going to pop out and a 3 is going to pop out. Multiply that together, which makes a 6. And then back inside are the people that didn't have a partner. So 3 times 2 makes a 6. And then for the variable, I pretend this is food. That is 1 vegetable, and this is square root, so technically it's 2. So you have 1 vegetable with 2 kids. You can't give each kid a vegetable, so just leave it in the fridge. Done. So basically, if you just wrote 1 vegetable, there's no partner, so it's going to stay inside. It's with these. There's no partner. Answer. Okay. Number 2. We have 112 x cubed. No, x squared, sorry. Okay, just start doing your tree. That's even, so I'm going to divide by 2. That's 56. And then from our times tables, that's 8 times 7, 4 times 2, 2, 2. Only look at the primes, partner, partner. So a 2 is going to pop out. Another 2 is going to pop out. That's a 4. And this 7 was not in the partnership, so he's going to go back in. Only partners pop out. And now for your food, there's no food that starts with X, so I call it candy. 2 candies, and there's an invisible 2 because that's a square root. 2 candies, 2 kids. They're going to get 1 each with none back left over. So if you wrote that out, that's XX, 1 partnership. So that's going to pop out 1X with none left over. Number 3. 343k to the 4th. Okay, that's not even. So I would try to divide it by 3, but it doesn't go in. And I think you're going to have to divide that by 7. Yep, it's 7 times 49. There we go. We have 1 partnership of 7, so that's going to pop out. This 7 is not in a partner, so put him back in. And now you have 4 kiwis, and again, invisible 2 because it's a square root. 4 kiwis, 2 kids. Your kids would get 2 each with none left over. You could write that out like this. 4 kiwis, partner, partner. So that's why there's K2 on the outside, or K squared. 4 square root 75x. Think of quarters. That's 25 times 3. Only looking at the primes, there's a partner. A 5 is going to pop out. A 3 did not have a partner, so put him back in. 1 candy, 2 kids. Nope, just leave it in the fridge. If you wrote that out, there's not a partner. He's going to stay inside with the 3 because they don't have partners. So you could scoot the 5 over. 5 root 3x. Answer. Number 5. Root 512 A3B, A cubed B. So ignore the food, just do the 512. Well, that's even, so I'm going to cut it in half. That's 256, which is still even. That's 128, which is still even. And then finally, I get it to something I know the times table of. There we go. I know that takes a minute, but it's just all times tables. All right, and then you're only going to look at the prime. So I even cross off anything that's not prime. Okay, and now let's look for partners. So I've got a partnership of twos. So 1 2's out. Another one. Another one. And then right here, another one. So you're going to multiply all those together, and then this guy is going to be back in the house because that one lonely 2 does not have a partner. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. 16 on the outside, and a 2 on the inside. Now we mess with our food. We have 3 apples, and again, there's an invisible 2 right there because it's a square root. 3 apples, 2 kids. Each kid would get 1 apple and 1 back inside. So if you wrote that out, that's apple, apple, apple. 1 partnership, that's why there's 1 on the outside. 1 left over, that's why there's 1 on the inside. And then you also have 1 banana, but you got 2 kids. Nah, just save that for later. Put that back on the inside. So again, if you wrote it, there's no partner. So he goes back inside with this lonely 2, lonely A, lonely banana. Answer, and again, you could scoot that closer. So I would like to see that as 16A root 2AB. Number 6. Root 384 A squared B cubed. Just looking at that number, it's even, so I'm going to cut it in half. That's 192. Cut it in half. That's 96. Cut it in half. That's 48. And then finally, I know 48 is 12 times 4. Your tree could look different, but your primes, your primes are going to look the same. So I'm crossing off anything that's not prime. Partner, so he's out. Partner, so he's out. Partner, he's out. No partner, no partner. So 2 times 3 would be back in, so that's 6. And then multiply these together. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 with a 6 back in. And now your food. 2 apples and invisible 2 kids. So that'd be 1 apple per kid. 3 bananas, 2 kids. So 1 banana each, 1 back in. If you wrote that out, that would be apple, apple. So 1 partnership. So that's why it's out with none left over. That's 1 apple out. And then banana, banana, banana. 1 partner. So that's why there's 1 B out and 1 left over, 1 B back inside. This is your answer in the squiggly black. 7. Root 392 x squared yz. Okay, that's even. So cutting in half is 196. Cutting in half is 98. Cutting in half is 49. And then times tables 7, 7. Okay, only looking at the primes. Partners, partners. Lonely. So we're at a 14 on the outside, 2 on the inside. Now your food. 2 candies, 2 kids. So each will get 1. If you did it out here, you'd have 1 partnership. That's why it's 1 X out, none left over. And then you just have 1 yogurt, but 2 kids. So just leave it in the fridge. There's not enough. 1 zucchini, 2 kids, leave it in the fridge. So 1 yogurt, 1 zucchini, no partner, no partner. They go back in. Answer. Number 8. There's a total of 12 questions, by the way. And we'll get to cube roots here very soon. 16x to the fourth yz cubed. 16, you probably know the square root of 16 is 4. If you don't, that's 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, partner, partner. 2 times 2 makes 4, and nothing left over. So again, you probably just knew that in your head. Again, it was a 2 out and a 2 out, which makes 4. Okay. 4 candies, 2 kids, because the square root has a 2. So that'd be 2 candies each with none left over. 1 yogurt, 2 kids. Nope, just put that yogurt back in the fridge. 3 zucchinis, 2 kids. So each kid would get 1 zucchini with 1 left over. Answer. If you wrote out the food, you'd be 4 X's, 1 partner, 2 partners. So that's why it's X squared popped out. None left over. 1 yogurt. He does not have a partner, so he's back in. 3 zucchinis. 1, 2, 3. 1 partner. That's why there's 1 Z on the outside, 1 left over, 1 Z on the inside. And now we're going to the cubes. This is number 9, and it's cube root from here on out. So this does change things a little bit. 192 x3 yz3. There we go. Just looking at 192, break it down, but we're not looking for partners. We're looking for triplets. So I'm cutting it in half because it's even. Cut it in half. And then that's 48 from the times tables. That's 8 times 6. Only looking at the primes, partner, partner, and 1 more partner. So 3 2s outside, so that would make 8. Multiply them together. And this 3 is lonely. So back in. Oh, no, not partners. I did it, lies. Okay, still only looking at the primes. Triplets. Triplet of 2s, so he's out. Triplet of 2s. He's out. There we go. That makes a 4. The 3 is not part of a triplet, so put him back inside and make sure you put the cube root. All right, now to the food. 3 candies, 3 kids. Everybody gets 1. So if you wrote that out, that's 3 X's. There's your triplet. So 1 on the outside, none left over. 1 yogurt, 3 kids. Nope, just leave it in the fridge. So 1 yogurt, not in a triplet. 3 zucchinis, 3 kids. So everybody would get 1, none left over. If you wrote that out, there's your triplet, none left over. So triplets this time, not partners. Number 10, cube root. 24 x4 y5 z5. Okay, looking at 24. There's many ways to break down 24. I'm thinking 12 times 2, 4 times 3, 2 times 2, but you can do it different. Our primes are going to match, and we're looking for triplets. So I see a 2, 2, 2. So a 2 is going to come out and a 3 back in with the cube root because he's not part of a triplet. Okay, now your food. 4 candies, 3 kids. So everybody would get 1 with 1 left over. If you wrote that out, 4 candies, there's your triplet. So 1 on the outside, back in. Okay. 5 yogurts, 3 kids. Everybody would get 1 with 2 left over. If you wrote that out, 5 yogurts, there's your triplet. So 1 on the outside, 2 back in. And then the zucchinis is going to be the same. 5 zucchinis, 3 kids. Everybody will get 1 with 2 zucchini left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your triplet. So 1 on the outside, 2 left over. Final answer right there. So you would read that as 2xyz cube root of 3xy squared z squared. 2 more. Number 11, cube root 500 m3 p3 q6. So that's 5 times 100. which is 10 times 10, 5, 2, 5, 2. Only looking at the primes, looking for triplet. 5, 5, 5. So he's going to pop out. 2 and 2 are not in a triplet, so 2 times 2 makes 4 back in the cube root. 3 muffins, 3 kids. They would all get 1 because muffin, 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 1 triplet, none left over. 3 pizzas, 3 kids. They would all get 1, none left over. Pizza, 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 1 triplet, none left over. 6 doses, 6 bowls of quinoa. 3 kids. They're all going to get quinoa, 2 bowls, none left over. If you wrote that out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a triplet, there's a triplet. So that's why it's Q squared on the outside, none left over. Final answer up there at the top. And number 12. Cube root. 48x squared y to the 4th z. 48 from our times tables is 8 times 6. And then just keep going. Only looking at the primes, looking for triplet. 2, 2, 2, I've got it. 2's on the outside. 3 times 2 would make 6 back in the cube root. Okay, now the food. 2 candies, 3 kids. Nope, just leave the candies for another day. If you had 2 right there, they're not in a triplet. They would both go back inside, just like the 3 and the 2 that weren't in a triplet. 4 yogurts, 3 kids. Well, everybody get 1 and 1 left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your triplet, so 1 on the outside, 1 left over. And then here you just have 1 zucchini, 3 kids. Just leave it in. Answer, I would write that a little closer. 2y cube root 6x squared yz. Answer. All right, I hope this was helpful for simplifying square and cube roots with variables. If you need any more help on this, just let me know. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.